Let's see this question. We're given the equation 8 raised by 2x plus 1 over 8 raised by 2x equals to 2. Then we need to find a 2024 raised by x. So I want to remind you, I also remind myself, if we remember, let me use another variable, not to confuse anyone. So if we have a plus 1 over a, let's put a square here, equals to 2, we see this is a, actually it's just 8, not a squared. We start with 8, not a squared. Right, then we multiply by a on both sides, we get a squared plus 1 minus 2a equals to 0, right? Think about this, just multiply by a, multiply by a. Right, move positive 2a to the other side becomes negative. So this becomes a minus 1 squared. So that becomes this. So we want to use this knowledge for this one. If we're treating a raised by x. Okay, that's just something related to this, something reminds me of. Okay, let's rewrite this. A raised by 2x, right? A raised by x squared. Because when we have two layers of exponent, we multiply them. So that's a raised by 2x. So we can write as a raised by x squared. Then plus 1 over a raised by x squared. That equals 2. So we rewrite this equation. Okay. And also, if we remember a squared, we're treating, if this is troublesome, you can think of a raised by x as a squared plus 1 over a squared. All right, you can think of that way. So this equals 2, then also this can be written as, let me just, so this one. Let's write it as a square term. Okay. So we have a raised by x. Let's do plus 1 over a raised by x squared. So we want to make perfect square, right? Make perfect square, what's missing? We see we have a 2, right? Because the middle term would be the first term times the second term, which is 1, then multiply by 2. So that means we need to offset -2. So that means, so combine these two equations, what do we have? We have a raised by x plus 1 over a raised by x equals 2. Move this -2 to the other side, or add 2 on both sides, equals to 4. So get this equation. Oh, sorry, I forgot this square. This has square. Right, equals to 4. Now we can square root both sides. Right? Square root both sides, usually we get a plus minus 2 values. In this case, we get, let me write it here, a raised by x plus 1 over a raised by x equals to plus minus 2. However, a raised by x, 1 over a raised by x will never be negative number. Right? So only take a positive one. So that means a raised by x plus 1 over a raised by x equals to 2. Right? So we just ignore the -2 from here. Now, what is this? If we move 2 to the other side, we have a raised by x minus 2 plus 1 over a raised by x equals to 0. Now let's multiply everything by a raised by x. Like in the very beginning, I use a to represent the letter a. You will have a plus 1 over a equals to 2 in that situation. If a raised by x is troublesome, you can always use another variable to substitute. Right? So we multiply every term by a raised by x. Let me change my color. So then I get a raised by x squared minus 2 times a raised by x plus 1, perfect square. That's a raised by x minus 1 squared. Just like this one. And then we get a minus 1 squared equals 0. So of course, if a square equals 0, that means the base is 0. That means a raised by x equals to 1. Well, 1 can be written as a raised by 0. So that means the exponent x is 0. So what's 2024 raised by 0? What's any expression raised by 0? 1. So the answer is 1. Okay, that's it for this question.